Mickey Harte began managing the senior football team for Tyrone in 2002. It was the beginning of an 18-year reign and success story with the team that resulted in them lifting 3 All-Ireland championships.
I'm very grateful that there's lots of really good memories, but I suppose you'd have to say this first All-Ireland senior title, although I really enjoyed the minor one and the 21s and all of that, that was great. But it's just not so much what it did for me, but what it did for the people of Tyrone. Yeah. You wouldn't understand just how much it meant to so many people until you actually come back with the cup, so to speak, and the feel good factor it gives to the people of the county from, I say, 5 to 95, and people you wouldn't even expect interested in Gaelic games, and they were just so thrilled to feel part of this sort of success, if you like, so it's really good. Yeah, I always sort of figured when I was finished with Tyrone that I still enjoyed managing a team or managing at that level, that I would consider it. And then I was approached by the chairman, Peter Fitzpatrick, who I know well, on behalf of his subcommittee. And he's told me that they were ambitious to do better than they have been doing, both on and off the field. So that actually the plans are there for a new stadium in Dundalk, which was interesting in itself. And he wanted to sort of give the players something to be proud of in terms of facilities. And then he wanted them to be better players as well because of that. So it seemed to fit just at the right time. I knew him. I respect him as a person. And he was the one who encouraged me to think about it. And I just like the idea too that, it's not about always winning cups and winning the top trophies. It's about actually helping people to be better than where they are right now.
Yeah, it's about improving them.
I always believe that we're capable of that. Any of us and all of us are capable of being better than we are today. So I believe these players in Louth can be better than where they are now. So I want to be part of the script that helps them do that. So I think it's just that ambition and that drive that Peter had as an administrator, and he wanted it for the players as well. So I felt, that sounds like something we could take on,
To put into context the legacy that Mickey Harte left in Tyrone, I spoke with former UTV sports editor Adrian Logan, a lifelong Tyrone fan.
Well, he changed Tyrone forever. He changed it from a team that was knocking on the door to a team, as Brian Dooher famously said, kick the door down. And he got himself 3 All-Ireland titles. He was a man who managed the team, Tyrone minors, under 21s and seniors, to All-Ireland titles. So he changed them up forever and a day. I remember one story. Armagh had just won the All-Ireland in 2002. And I had started the Ulster GAA Writers. We were in Bundoran, 600 people, black tie event, and we had a parade of trophies. And of course, the last trophy to be paraded in that night was the Sam Maguire with the Armagh lads. But there was nobody from Tyrone to take in the National League title. Art McCrory and Eugene McKenna were the managers who had just been removed in favour of Mickey Harte. I remember going to Mickey and saying, Mickey, we have nobody from Tyrone of any calibre to carry this trophy in. I know you might be embarrassed. Would you mind carrying in the National League trophy? And Mickey said to me, he says, I will, Logie, in one condition. And I says, what's that? I'm allowed to carry in the Sam Maguire the following year. And the both of us laughed. And Mickey says, I'm not laughing, Logie. And the following year, Mickey Harte carried the Sam Maguire into the Ulster GAA's Writers' Banquet in Bundoran. Mickey transformed Tyrone's way of thinking from believing that they might have a good team to the fact that they had a good team and that they had players capable of winning. Now, people would turn around and say Tyrone had a great crop of footballers, and some people would ridiculously say that anybody could have managed them to an All-Ireland rubbish. Mickey instilled a belief in them and a thought process to go out and win the game. He had come through with those lads for many, many years. And he just made people in Tyrone believe.
The appointment of Mickey Harte as senior football manager is something to be excited for if you're Louth football supporters, with his experience and accomplishments that follow. We will see what the future withholds for both club and manager. Keelan Goff, Met News.